Alright, what is up guys? It's Mark with the Rad Computers Computer Repair Stream. Today is Monday, May the 6th, 2019, and we have several computers that we need to work on. We had a pretty successful food stream yesterday. That was actually really cool, really fun, quite amazing. We wound up getting rated by another cooking streamer for 25 viewers, and we wound up keeping 21 viewers for over 2 hours, which was amazing. It felt really good to be able to do that, and so we're off to a really good start over there, and I'm super excited. So today we've got a phone call. Give me just a second. Rad Computers, this is Mark. That's okay. Correct. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't let them do that. Yeah, I wouldn't let them do that. Sure. It's an automatic cleanup. It's just pulled down from our system, and I maintain them on our end. So it's not actually somebody going into the computer. It's just scripts running from our server onto your machine. Yeah, we've got hundreds of computers on this, and I make sure that that stuff doesn't happen. Okay, I'm in the middle of like 9 computers at the moment. Can I give you a call most likely tomorrow morning? Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye. Okay, so we have, I'm not sure if it's 9, but we have a Mac drive data transfer. We have a drive clone for a MacBook. On that same computer, we're going to have to do a battery swap. We are going to have a desktop repair, which might be a clone or it might be a fresh install. 120 gig SSD clone and an N7010 clone, and possibly tearing down the laptop to figure out why the fan is spinning at high speed all the time. I mean, it's literally all the time. So hopefully we will be able to get all this stuff taken care of today. I do work pretty quick. I'm going to work as quickly as I can to get this stuff taken care of. So the first thing we need to do is the MacBook transfer. And for this, I'm just going to put it on tech support time because it is a Mac and I have no idea what the contents will be. Give me just a second so I can get my drive cloner. Alright, so this is just a drive cloning device. You'll see these occasionally throughout your career. Make sure that's the right voltage. Okay. So the reason I'm using this is because she does have a desktop sized drive. So I'm just going to plop her drive right here. And then instead of cloning it, I'm just going to plug the USB into her computer to read. And that way we can try to get this done. I already feel the drive spinning, so that's a good thing. Let me open up a Restream chat real quick, because I have no idea if anybody's talking to me from Mixer. Looks like it's got USB 3.0, which is nice. I can't wait for Restream to fix their chat stuff. Okay, so I promised my Mixer streamers, or viewers yesterday, that I would pay more attention to their chat. God, a long day. Rad Computers, this is Mark. Sure. No, you're fine. If I can't clone the data, then I'm going to transfer the data, which means your programs do not come with it. The pictures, if they're standard format, will still be readable. They would still be there. You would just need to reinstall a program that could read those. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. Okay. My pleasure. Bye-bye. Hey, Andrew. Thanks for being here. Give me just a second. I gotta call this customer so I can get her password. Because she failed to provide one. Text her real quick since she didn't answer. Alright, so we're gonna skip hers for now. That's good because I really didn't want to do that one first anyway. The next one is gonna be a pain in the ass. I say that because this one is a drive clone / battery swap, so we're going to start the clone first. Okay. I hear her computer trying to start up for some reason. I hate Macs, but I really like that they have a form factor, like a solid form factor for their stuff. Okay. Just a second, guys. Trying to figure out how best to arrange the chat windows. I think that'll work. Perfect. Okay. Let me get the drive for it. Okay. This is a 1 terabyte solid state drive. Rad Computers, this is Mark. Hello? Sorry, I can't hear you. You'll have to call back. Most likely spam. Okay. Hey, what's up, Yevzor? Not much, dude. How are you? So I have to update my program real quick, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it in case you need to clone your own drive for your Mac. Hopefully you're not on one, but the program that we use is called Carbon Copy Cloner. You can do a Google search for it. It's by Bombic. You can do a 30-day trial. Of course, I'm not supposed to do the trial because I have a corporate license for it, or a business license for it, which allows me to use it as a technician. But for the purpose of showing you guys what to do on your own, we'll do everything like we are a home user. Alright. The software is really nice. It does fully function in the trial mode, but it does stop after 30 days. So we're going to take our 1 terabyte SSD plus SanDisk. We're going to plug it into any available USB, preferably a 3.0, but this computer is really old, so there's no indicator about whether it's USB. Now, unlike Windows, when you're cloning a drive, you do have to initialize this drive first. So initialization means on this one, we're going to have to erase it. I'm going to do APFS for the file system, because I think that's what the other one is in. Yep, so it's already in APFS. We're going to erase it in the new one and make it match APFS. We're going to give it a GUID partition map. We're erasing it now. Oh, that sucks. I hate Spectrum too. I don't even use them, but I hear so many complaints about them. Alright, so now your drive is initialized. You can see it up here in the top right hand corner. You go to Carbon Copy Cloner, it's going to ask you to do some things. You can literally just skip most of that. You want to select your source as the Mac hard drive, your destination as the external, which is going to be yellow. Hit clone. You do need to install the privilege tool, and in order to do that, you'll have to type in your password. This is new as of their latest version. It's kind of interesting. They give you a link to click on here, and then you got to drag this fish. We did not have to do this before. I think it's because of the APFS file system, or it could be because of Mojave. Now we're going to drag this fish over here. Oh, first we have to unlock. Sorry, my typing is a little weird because his keyboard condom isn't sitting correctly. Now we drag the fish over here. and then we hit later so that it doesn't quit. And now the clone starts. I do want to make sure that his system preferences are set to not let the computer turn off. So on power adapter, we're going to never turn the display off for now. Not put the hard drive to sleep, not enable power nap, prevent the computer from sleeping automatically when the display is off. Should be checked. And that should be it. Alright, so his computer is cloning. I'm going to move it out of my way. We have to do a battery removal out of this one, and it's glued in, so later on we'll be doing an acetone-induced battery removal, which will be fun. So hooray for fun times. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is I want to log into my Ratatouille. And host myself. Give me just a second. I don't know why I didn't do that previously. I just realized that I can host myself on my other channels. And since people will see that it's me, they'll just sit there and watch the channel. Smart. Okay. Alright, so I got my channel hosted now. Hey, it's Ups. I don't think he's delivering to me though. I do enjoy seeing the UPS guy, but it doesn't look like he's bringing me anything good today. Hey, what's up, Obs? No. I just got this on Amazon. I have matching shoes too, which is kind of cool. Let's see here. So it should be hosting now. Store Pass broadcast should be on. Auto host should be on. Alright. That should save the settings, and then if I refresh this page, it should start hosting. Well, the Amazon guy was supposed to deliver the packages to the place next door, and he didn't. Jerk. Alright, so I guess it takes a little bit of time for that to propagate through. I do have a gentleman coming in. Give me just a second. Hey, what's going on? I'm good. How are you? I was on the number. Yep. Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, so these are the parts that I need to do the last computer on our list. Let's see. The next one that we have is the desktop that Greg brought by. not quite as large as some of the other ones, but it is relatively big. So his computer is doing some weird stuff. It's definitely not booting correctly. He's getting a boot error message, C000001, I believe. We're gonna check it out. Okay. Turns on. See what the Elgato says. Yeah, so we have a 500 gig SSD here, primarily for his machine. Ignore the green, that's not his computer, that's ours. Just based on the amount of time it takes to get past this screen, I'm guessing that his drive is bad. I do want to get the error code though. Those of you that stopped by my Ratatouille stream last night, oh my god, what a great first stream for that channel. Over 25 viewers we got rated by. We got 17 follows yesterday, including my fiance and my downstairs neighbor, which I cook for. So we got 15 new followers yesterday on that brand new channel. I mean, it was amazing. Super good. His drive is trying to access his CD drive, which has a blank, a filthy Memorex in here. Super filthy. Again, ignore the green. That's not his computer. It's our capture card. There it is, C000021A, which, if we go to our list of weird fixes, I should just put this on the, just keep this on the desktop. Let's see here. Common BSOD solutions. Let's just put this here on the desktop. C000021A. It's going to try to do an automatic repair and it's going to fail. But if you look here, 0xC000021A, try advanced boot with disabled driver assignment or driver reinforcement, or try safe mode. So what we'll do is try to get the keyboard to work first, because I hate this KVM. I can't wait for the new one to come in. I'm already over this junk KVM. Oh, it works without power? What? I ran a power cable for nothing. Alright, so we're gonna try safe mode, just because that's easiest. Startup settings, restart. Yeah, so we can try to purge the bad drivers just like on the other computer that we had the other day. which was 0x116, which had a bad graphics card. So for this, we're going to try just regular safe mode, which is option number 4. And of course, I got to unplug, replug. God, this switch is terrible. Unplug, replug. Oh, now all of a sudden it wants. Now all of a sudden it wants electricity. Go over this. Alright, so we're gonna go 4, which is safe mode. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. Seriously? I'm about, okay, yeah, hold on. I can't have this slowing me down today. All because of this stupid KVM that doesn't output video. No wonder it was in the junk box. Alright. Huh, actually, it might not be the KVM. It could be the computer, because I just plugged in this keyboard and I'm not getting anything out of this keyboard either. Alright, so we'll try safe mode, if possible. Hey, 95432, what's up, dude? No, not yet. Yeah, weird. So I can turn caps lock on, but then I can't turn it back off again. I can only do that so many times now. Man, that hurts my head. Alright, so again, the automatic repair is going to fail. As expected. Advanced options, troubleshoot, advanced options, startup settings, restart, option 4 once it comes back up. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be bad sectors, which is why we bought this 512 gig SSD last week. I am already positive that it's bad sectors on the drive. But if I can clone it, make it work first, and then clone it over, that would be infinitely better for everybody than trying to fresh install. Alright, so we're still getting C0000021A. We're going to go ahead and let it We're gonna go ahead and let it reboot. It could have an unsigned driver. Could be a virus file. It is a gaming computer, so who knows? Cheat Engine is the most commonly downloaded program that is packaged with viruses for gamers. Alright, so if we go back to our list of fixes, safe mode failed, so we need to do disable driver signature enforcement. I do have a couple of other tricks that we can try, so we'll go ahead and see if any of those work. Don't loot at me. Alright. Troubleshoot, advanced, startup settings. So we're gonna do option 5 or 7, I think. It doesn't go sequentially because you have safe mode with command prompt, and then safe mode with networking, and then you have disable driver signature enforcement. So I think it's gonna be option 7. There it is, option 7, disable signature driver enforcement. Same thing. It is looking more and more like it's definitely going to be drive. I'm not at the end of my rope though, so the next thing we're going to try is FRST. We're going to rip out everything that doesn't need to be there during startup. Alright, so we're going to do boot menu this time. Yeah, so I'm going to boot into my flash drive. I don't know why the Elgato keeps capturing black as green. That's annoying. I might have to do this in the Windows repair environment, but I'm pretty sure I can do it from the pre-boot. Green is the new orange. Yes, that's right. Let me see if the other gal texted me her password yet. Yes, she did. I'm gonna go ahead and get that process started. I just heard one of these two rotational drives do the click swallow. It is probably taking a while because I think his USB 3.0 ports are functioning as 2.0 for some reason. Hey, there we go. All right. He has a local disk F. Again, I apologize for the green. Makes it really hard to see shit. Huh, that's really odd. It doesn't have a ton of space on here, but alright, so we're gonna run the far bar recovery scan tool. It says it's checking the C drive, which is correct. Alright, we don't need an additions text, so we can see he's running Windows 10 Pro version 1803. He's got these listed in the registry. It's Microsoft Windows, it's Office, Xbox, headset, Intel stuff, Realtek stuff, Fitbit stuff, Razer, AMD, Dropbox. So this user init has an attention bar next to it. We're going to go ahead and remove that. Let's see here. What is this install shield running? Most of these shouldn't cause any issues. Holy shit. It's got a bunch of GPE extensions that are running. I think that's just because of what we're doing right now. Scheduled tasks shouldn't cause the problem, but services will definitely cause that issue if there's conflicting services here. Why does he have services running off of drive D? Super weird. Let me check his D drive real quick. System reserve is supposed to be drive. I mean, system reserve shouldn't have a thing on here, but for some reason his stuff is showing up as drive D. Something got hosed. Wow. Dude, this computer got jacked. I don't think we're going to be able to fix this. Alright, let's try a rollback. I think that's the only thing we're going to be able to do. Let's try to take it back one. to right before this issue started. And then if not, we'll do a fresh install of 1809. Onto the 512 gig and then an SSD. Alright, the automatic repair is going to fail as expected, which it should be doing. Damn, she didn't give me a charger, did she? Nope, of course not. Be right back. Gotta get a Mac charger. Okay, advanced options. This time we're gonna go to troubleshoot, advanced options, system restore, no restore points, advanced options. Dism forward image :c : / get dash packages / c : / packages .txt. Let's see what happened right before this process failed. Might not be drive C here. The C drive doesn't have it, so E drive, F drive. Yeah, no rollback, nothing. So now we're gonna do f::packages.txt. Let's figure out what happened right before this process started, right before this problem started. He had some security roll-ups. This was back in February. Aside from that, no updates. Well, yeah, this was last updated right here. Are there two directories that have Windows? Rad Computers, this is Mark. Uh-huh. I didn't change anything that has to do with your screen. All I did was change a part internally. Okay, I would make sure that your cable is plugged in all the way. Okay. On both the monitor and the computer side. Okay. I can text you... Okay, well I can text you some instructions on getting me remoted in, and then I can fix that for you remotely real quick. I can text you some instructions on getting me remoted into your computer real quick, and then I can fix that for you. And then I can fix that for you. That's... What's your email address? Just that, not law? Okay, perfect. I'll send you the instructions right now. On getting me remoted in so I can fix your video problem. That's what I'm offering. That's what I'm offering to do for you, but you have to get me connected first. Correct. Well, then you said, can I send it through the computer, and I assumed you wanted me to send it through email. Right, well that's what I'm trying to do for you, but Jimmy hasn't authorized us to have that software on your computers yet. So I can't do a permanent installation, I can only do it per session. Alright, I'll send it right now. Bye-bye. She was so fucking rude when she dropped off. She was so fucking... She didn't even give me her name. She just brought it in because she's an employee for another company. And then she, like, fucking bitched about it the whole time. Wouldn't give me her name. Called me from an anonymous phone number. Called me from an anonymous phone number again. Bitched about it when she came to pick up this morning. Still didn't know her name. Holy shit. Seriously. Like, what the fuck? I'm the one that fixed her computer and now she's fucking bitching at me for no reason. She said I didn't call her. Well, guess what? I did call her. But the number that I was given by her boss wasn't the correct phone number. God. I gotta text her, or I gotta send her the instructions. I'm gonna be remoted in. I offered to text it to her. She said, can't you do it through the other computer? And then I assumed, because she's super computer illiterate, so I just assumed that she meant, can you send it via email? And so I said, yes, I can send it via email. And now she's fucking bitching because I didn't send it through text. Oh my god. Alright, give me just a second so I can get this data transfer started. Fucking shit, man. And she was yelling at me while I was at my on-site this morning. Like, seriously, quit yelling, quit bitching. Fuck. She started off my week with, like, the worst fucking attitude I could have ever asked for. She was the first person I had to deal with this morning. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. Would be nice though. Alright, so we can see here that most of these files haven't really been modified. This is the one that we just created. That's the one we just created. Yeah, so this was used at least up until February. The app data folder should have some changes in it. It's really odd. So is ntuser.dat file changed? That was just us though. Alright. I don't see any cause for the problem, so other than what was in FRST, which looked like a fucking spaghetti storm of crap. So what we'll do is we'll do the fresh install, migrate his data. He needs the drive anyway. He told me his current one was really small and that it was probably running out. I hate this door because it keeps opening. There's like supposed to be some magnetic stuff here and it's just not holding in. Alright, I see his drive, but what we're gonna do, we're just gonna replace the DVD drive for a second. Decent cable management in this rig. Not bad at all, good gigabyte board. And then I'm gonna reach back here and unplug his SATA drives from data. That way we're not putting a boot manager on an unexpected drive, which can happen in Windows 7 and above. Got those both disconnected. There's 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's all 3. We'll make sure his BIOS settings are correct too. That's weird. So he has USB 3 on the front, but it's not plugged in. This board doesn't support USB 3. This is actually a TPM module, so we wouldn't have been able to use that. TPM is right there. It does look like USB 3, but it's not. Really odd that the board supports USB 3.0 but doesn't have any plugs for it. Oh, it does. It's down here. Alright, maybe the top ports do work. I want to make sure his ports are working. Oops. You probably could, but if they're the wrong version, you'll just wind up having the same problem. And rather than jack around with it trying to figure out what files are where, it's also part of the registry. Could do a registry rollback, but he really does need the drive to be bigger, and that plus the installation of 1809 and all that other stuff, it's just better to do the fresh install for time purposes. It'll give him a more consistent thing, and also plus, since he has so many drives, I'm worried that upgrading him to 1809 would wipe out his stuff because of the fiasco that was occurring from 1803, 1709, and 1703. Upgrading to 1809 where people had changed their directories and then it was wiping them out. I don't want that to happen. I'd rather just do it this way. I'm thinking about all of those things as we go. Hey, look, he's got his timings weren't even turned on for his RAM. Okay, so all the drives are unplugged. We'll turn off CD drive booting. I don't know why they don't ever enable smart. That's pretty important. Yeah, so whoever set up this BIOS didn't do a very good job of it. Oh my god, yeah, no. We would have needed to reinstall anyway unless we did a workaround, but switching it from IDE to AHCI would make it blue screen anyway, most of the time. Who set this up? They did a terrible job. Okay. It's got good components, at least for back in the day. 2500K. This computer was built in 2011. So you could technically try to boot from the old Windows.old by changing the new Windows.old, or I'm sorry, the new Windows folder to Windows something else, and then copying or cutting Windows.old into the root directory of C and then removing the .old. That might work, but with the amount of time, again, it all comes back down to time. Yes, it's possible to do, but I have to consider my time as well as his. And then what work would need to be done in order to make the computer work. We also don't know why it happened in the first place, so if we revert back to an old state, there's no telling that it won't happen again, you know? So it's good to account for all of these things out the gate. From a user standpoint, yes, I would work on this all day long if it were my own computer, but from a business standpoint and from a what about what happens next standpoint, I don't think it's a good idea. It is entirely doable, but I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, I just want him to have a good computing experience after he leaves. And if there was something that caused it that I'm going to have to troubleshoot again, then it's better to just avoid it. Plus, he's had this computer since 2011, and I don't think he's ever reinstalled the operating system. So that was Windows 7 days, or Windows 8, because I built mine in 2012 and Windows 8 was still out. So he either had 7 or 8 on there, and then upgraded it to 10. Had to go through 1604, 1607, 1703, 1709, 1803, and then he stopped. That's a lot of updates. Oh my gosh, this looks like shit. Alright, so we've got the fresh install going. Alright, what's next on our list? Got to do the battery swap. Before we do the battery swap, I want to skip ahead to what was supposed to be the last computer, because her computer's running so slow, I'm not sure it's going to finish. Enough space on this desk to do all this stuff, but it doesn't appear that I do. Oh. Might have to make a streaming station behind me. So this computer is running super slow too. It's not gonna finish, face. Oh man. I know what that means. Maybe it's gonna finish first. I can't really do much until I've got my drive. Hey, yeah, I love my smartwatch. Can't do anything until my SSD. It lasts about 3 days, obs, which is nice. I charge it like every 3 days. I just take it off, slap it on the charger right before I go to bed. And then as soon as I wake up, I put it back on so I can log my sleep. Hey, alright. God, that is terrible. I wonder if it's a stupid cable. Let me go try a different cable. Hey, what's going on?
Good. What can I help you with? My computer, I think that needs to be repaired. I want to give you guys a quick assessment.
Okay. What's it doing or not doing?
It's a 2015 HP laptop. I think which version of Windows it runs. I barely used it. So I remember even when we first got this computer, I was like, man, it's not that fast. It's something. It's an alien issue. Yeah, so I've noticed, I feel like we just got hit with malware or something. I got like guys are it was a gift, like I said, so it was kind of yeah. Essentially, right around the corner from you guys.
Okay, sorry, we had a customer walk in and Amazon brought the goodies. My goodies. My goodies. Oh, my goodies. That's so sad. It was just sitting here. But yeah, no, we don't have to charge it super often. The watch. Oh, I was looking for an HDMI cable. Let me get this process going and then we'll worry about that here in a second. Thank you, Obs. Trying to think of where my HDMI cable is. I should have one more under there. Let's see, what was his name? Greg. I had a buy one, get one, so I just used the opportunity to get myself and Brittany a smartwatch. Plus I wanted something that would check my heart rate because of the weird issues I had been experiencing with the deja vu, which are still going on. Like last night I had deja vu while I was cooking. That sucked. I don't like it when it's something that I've done already. It's unnerving. Alright, since that's doing, let me try to switch the HDMI cable real quick. I've got one down here that might work. also, along with the customer, Amazon dropped off, which is nice. Alright, let's see if this cable works. Alright, so it might not actually be that cable, it might be the other one. Actually, no, it'd have to be that one because that's the only cable I've got. So it's got to be the Elgato. It's capturing green for some reason. Oh, that's annoying as hell. Hey, Princess, what's up, dude? Hold on, before we get that process started. Yeah, I don't know why it's been capturing like that. It's been really frustrating. Okay, give me just a second. I want to connect his old solid state drive. Just had a keyboard fall on my foot, no big deal. That Mac clone that we started earlier has completed. It's old. I've had it for a long time. I've had it for quite a while, actually. Not gonna lie. Okay, so all the IDE channels are empty, which they should be. We actually need to change this to the hard disk boot priority. Needs to be a little different. There we go. We're gonna save and exit. It could be. I don't know if it's under warranty still. I don't remember when I bought it. I think I bought it in 2017. I need to get a Pro though. Hello, Greg. Okay, now we can resume what we were doing. Oh shit, look at that. Now it's normal colored again. What the fuck? Ooh, you know what? I'll bet you it's a problem with the capture settings on the Elgato. It has to do with the color space, I'm guessing. Let's take a look. So video format takes any color space 709 for capturing color. Which doesn't seem to output. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. What about 601? That's the same either way. We'll just do default on the color range. Video format, we get U, Y, VY. You guys can see this the whole time, but when it outputs to my screen, I can definitely see a difference. Let's just pick device default. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it doesn't like stretching. I think I had to do something with it in order to change a setting on it or something. In order to get it to work, I think, in the beginning. And then let's change the color range from partial to full. Lots of changes. Okay. We'll try that for a little bit. Didn't even think that it might be the Elgato's capture settings until just now. Alright, we're going to transfer the data from the old E drive, from Gregory to Greg. It's got all his stuff here. Public, next, launch. Alright. That's how you do the data transfer. We wait. I don't know if this drive is going to be accessible. Like, it doesn't even seem to be doing anything. Alright, so I'm going to take his data transfer and move it over so we can start a clone. Supposedly, the previous owner of my Discount Tech already cloned this computer over to an SSD. Or, I'm sorry, not cloned. He already replaced the motherboard inside this machine. And it's so slow because it's on the original drive. And the power doesn't work. So I ordered a battery that's going to get here tomorrow. There we go. Rad Computers, this is Mark. I'm well. Yeah. I'm well, how are you? Okay. On your Mac? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you go up to the top bar and then you just click go. Okay, so if you have the top bar with the apple in the top left-hand corner. Yep, and then just down at the bottom, just click on connect to server. That's the one. Uh-huh. Yep. Sure. Carbonite. Yeah, if you call them, they will actually walk you through that whole process. Just tell them it's a file server and it needs to be backed up. They'll walk you through it because they're gonna remote in, and then they'll have you they'll do everything themselves. Do you need their phone number? Let me at least get you the correct support number for Carbonite. Give me just a second. Mm-hmm. No, it only needs to be on when you're not at the office. And you need to get into the office stuff. Uh-huh. It can take a little bit depending on where you are in the process and geographical location. Yeah. Let me get you Carbonite's remote phone number. It's, let's see here. Looks like... it would be 877-665-4466. No, they're just gonna need you to be in front of the computer with a keyboard and mouse. Yep, my pleasure. Alright, have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay, and I got a Yelp message that I need to reply to. Give me just a second. Scam likely. Rad Computers, this is Mark. I'm here with you. Yeah, okay, I see it. Okay, can you show me that? And you said it's bigger than it should be? Okay, give me just a second. Yeah, go ahead. You were saying for some odd reason. Okay. Okay. It could be doing some driver updates in the background. Okay, let me look at something real quick. That's okay. That's why I'm here. Let's see here. I can't move anything on this machine now for some reason. Let me disconnect from you and reconnect. I had to swap the RAM, you had a bad stick. There's a probability of some data corruption because it was so bad, which could explain why the programs are still closing on you, but I'm hoping that that goes away. If it's blacking out, that could be a second issue. It could be the graphics card getting too hot, but I don't imagine that would be the case. Give me just a second. The graphics card? That's the part that creates the display to your monitor. That's okay. That's why I'm here. Oh, no problem. Alright, so... Okay. Alright. Do me a favor, click on that third tab. Up at the very top, where it says Rad Computers Remote Access. Click on it. Yep, close that box, that little X right there in the middle of the screen. Yep. Click on Extras. Extras. Top right. Top right underneath the J. Yep. Build installer. And let me see if I can take over. Okay. I wasn't able to do what I was hoping to do, so Okay, no problem. Go ahead and hit yes. Because the particular site that you're going to is a home server, so that I can host that file. Okay, did that finish? Yes, it did. Okay, give me just a second. Okay. Whoops. Alright, now I can get into the part that I need, because so your user profile service is crashing. You have a service called the user profile service, and it seems to be having some problems. It's showing that there might be some additional problems aside from just the memory stick, but it looks like they probably stemmed from the memory stick problem that you had. Let's see. Okay, let me schedule a time to see if I can fix this remotely for you, okay? So, just bear with it, and then let me see what my calendar availability is. Alright, how about tomorrow morning at around 10 a.m.? And what's your telephone number? Okay. That number. Oh my god. Come on. Sorry. Long phone call. She's said her monitor didn't look right. This is the same person that fucking pissed me off this morning. My monitor doesn't look right now. All I did was change a stick of RAM. We tested it. You guys saw me. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, people. So I already cleaned up this computer as much as I could during the check-in because she was using some odd 300 and something gigs, and I was like, yeah, that's a lot of space, so we should do something about that. Alright, also her clock is wrong, so her internal battery needs to be replaced. Her actual power battery needs to be replaced. Battery is on the way tomorrow. And we need to check and see if we can get this thing to actually do some work. Alright. What do we have next? Next, I think we have the MacBook battery. Okay, so Greg's stuff just got finished copying over. We do need to rerun the Ninite stuff, so... Oh, actually, no we don't. He's just got excess installers that are there. Let's go ahead and refresh the screen. Alright, let's see what the Elgato does this time now that I've changed the color space settings. Troubleshooting these issues is interesting. Nope. Still the same old, same old. And we could do... Hey, it wants to do a disk check. Who would have thought? Guess which one it's checking? The 120 gig. I find that really odd. What we could do is put it in that color in the in that area. Let's just try that real quick. Let me make sure it's activated first real quick. Sorry I'm not showing you the screen. His stuff is already loaded, so I don't want anything to show up that doesn't need to be on here. Alright, Windows is activated with a digital license. Alright. Alright, so let's just keep it on the screen for a second, and then let's go to the Elgato, or to the screen mirroring. And then I'm going to play with the color settings real quick, just for the Elgato. Now I guess I have to have it in the Elgato. Alright, so that's the device defaults. Color space is default. If I change it to 709, same color. If I change it to 601, same color. I'm gonna put it back on default. That's super annoying. I wonder if it's because the resolution is like super low, like 640 by 480. Nope, it's not it either. It's got to be something with the Elgato. No, it doesn't switch between YUV or RGB, which was my first suspicion, was that the color space was incorrect. But then suddenly it booted into Windows and we didn't have that problem anymore after it updated the graphics card. The fact that it wants to check the disk, the 120 gig SSD, definitely suspect bad drive. Alright. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so that computer's done. Text Greg and let him know. Okay. So we've got his computer ready. Give me just a second. I do need to reconnect his 3.5 inch. I've not forgotten about that. I'm going to do it off this desk because it's such a big computer and I don't have any more space. I also need to take it outside to blow it out, so I'll just connect it outside. All right. That one got some extra wind. there in just a second, guys. I'm trying to get this drive mounted. I need one more screw. Just a second. Hey, Jerry Sharon. Good. What's up? Who hosts your email? GoDaddy? Who hosts your email? Yeah. Alright, well, I'll look at it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm good. Super busy. Alright, sounds good. Thank you. Okay. Just got one more side panel to do on this thing, and then I can work on that battery problem that we've got. That's honestly going to be a fucking nightmare. A huge fucking nightmare. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Okay. Alright, and we're back. And this is actually the one that goes with that one. Okay, so while this one is cloning extremely slow, 371 gigs of 451. It's only on 3%. This is gonna take all fucking day. That's why I wanted to get this one started before we did anything else. So now we get to deal with the absolute nightmare. Which is going to be this. Alright, so this is a 1 terabyte clone. This is a 1 terabyte clone for the battery. I'm sorry, this is a 1 terabyte clone for this Mac. And now what we need to do, well, you should have a new shell getting here today. Oh, so this is the stuff that I ordered last week. I thought I ordered 3 of these. You guys remember I said we'd go through solid states? Thought I had a what is this battery for? Alright, so on this Mac, when I'm trying to read the drive, it's failing. It's not mounting this drive. Let me check my order history real quick. Okay. This is for a Dell Inspiron 14. It's an expensive battery, and I have no idea who it belongs to. Oh, I know who it's for. One sec. Alright, I gotta call my dentist real quick and let him know that I'm gonna have to reschedule because I missed an Amazon package and it's being redelivered by 4:40 or by 5:45. Hey Trish, it's Mark. Hey, do you guys have an appointment available in the morning? Like before 9 o'clock? Like 8? Or 9? An 8 or a 9 would be fine, but I missed an Amazon package that I needed today, and they're trying to redeliver it today. I don't know if I can leave. I wind up having the same problem every day. I'll just head over there. I'll head over there at 4:45. How long or 4:55? How long is it gonna take? So about an hour. All right. Give me a second. Let me go next door and see if see what time they close. Okay, thank you. 1 second. Be right back, guys. Okay, yeah, the hairstylist is there, so I'll just redirect packages over there. Yeah, I'll see you guys at 5. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye. I'm so tired of my mouth getting numbed up. Fucking sucks. I'm still waiting on the packages for the Samsung, the universal charger, the little iMac wedge, and the case cover for this Mac that we're about to start working on. The strip for the 21-inch iMac, the USB cables, and then the USB 3.0 2.5-inch SATA power adapters. Huh, weird. I will try that. I'll contact their support. It is odd, though, that it's doing that. Like, seriously odd. Definitely will keep that in mind, though. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see here. Alright. Before I start this MacBook, I've got one more that I want to do that's also a clone. I start all the clones before I start the actual work so that they can go while I'm working. She said the computer's locking up at random. It's an AMD A12. We also need to do a router setup. It's for this big ass Dell, but we might have to do it tomorrow. Just a second. Trying to find her paperwork. Okay. Holy cow. Rad Computers, this is Mark. I'm well, how are you? Hey. Uh-huh. That's fine. Sure, no problem. I can do that. Do you have our new address? It's not in my apartment anymore, but if you've been to our retail shop, then it's the same one. Yeah, off of Guadalupe and the 101. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Be with you in just a second. Be with you in a second. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday now. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be leaving in about 45 minutes so I can go to the dentist real quick. Well, not real quick, he's gotta finish a crown, so I'm closing up at 5 today. So if she can bring it by before then I'll be here, but if not, it would be best to wait till tomorrow. Okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Yolanda. Yep, my pleasure. Bye-bye. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm actually on it right now. The drive was just delivered like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Well,
You want to come back in about 40 minutes?
yeah. Okay. All right. Is there a place to grab something?
Jupe's Bar. That's bar food though. It's the only place that's nearby.
Okay.
All right.
You said 40
Preferably
telling somebody that
preferably 35 minutes because I got to go to the dentist here in a little bit.
it's
Yes. All right. Hey, Darkest. Yeah, it's an APU A12. Terrible. Alright, so it sees the internal solid state drive and it sees the external solid state drive. It's not seeing my thumb drive. There we go. There we go. I'm going to run a program that cleans the computer before I clone it. It gets rid of shit that I don't need to clone. That way the clone doesn't take nearly as long. Happy 420, everybody. I'm going to do a live clone because Casper is super sensitive, and if there is a problem with the drive, I will know right away. And you'll notice that this drive, the 120 gig, is not initialized, so it's giving me nothing to go off of. So okay, so you'll notice that the 120 gig here doesn't allow me to select it as a source because it's empty. It's not been initialized. There's no volume on it. Oh, finally, the other Amazon driver. Fuck yeah. Yes, I can go get my tooth done. I got a crown this morning, removed my temp one, and then I had a permanent one put on. but then the permanent one needed more work. Hey, how are you? Sorry I wasn't here this morning. Appreciate it. Have a good day. So it's not that the Amazon driver didn't read the instructions, it's that he didn't speak English to be able to comprehend the instructions. Alright, I don't think this clone is going to take super long because it's a seriously? Holy shit, the drive is bad. Alright, we're going to have to boot it to something else to do the drive. Just when I thought it was going to go. I guess that's why it's locking up. My dentist and I do trade work, so for me, not particularly expensive. I've got to put this in UEFI mode. I wouldn't say it's strange. I like my dentist quite a bit. He's really good at what he does. I mean, insanely good. I would say that yes, yes, I mean, that's why there was some kind of stigma around being a dentist as opposed to being a doctor. But like, dude, doctors got to get their teeth fixed too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got to see a dentist unless they don't want to see their teeth when they smile in the mirror. Yeah, I mean, they're doctors, they got to go through all types of schooling. Dentists are doctors. Mine gave me a root canal, an emergency root canal, because I was in so much pain. I had a nerve that was dying because my tooth had cracked open and hot sauce got inside. Oh my god, it hurt so bad. It was awful. It was I mean, I've had 2 root canals, but they both started out the same way. A very dull ache that very quickly over the course of over a couple hours turned into a migraine and then amplified into a paralyzing, head-shattering, felt like my brain was like literally being crushed. It sucked both times. It was awful. Fucking terrible, terrible, terrible. Alright, so I always forget that when I have to go into this mode, can't really show you guys because it doesn't support the graphics card. So we're gonna go to Macrium. I'm gonna need a mouse. It's my mouse. Where's the mouse I was just using for that guy? Here it is. You guys remember back in the day when I used to sit at the same desk all day and fix computers all day in my apartment? I remember. Yeah, mine did nerve stuff. I was so happy. Like once he numbed me up, I could still feel the throbbing, but as soon as he wiped that nerve out and removed it from my tooth, the pain started subsiding. Yeah, with the roomie. We all miss roomie sometimes. Nobody's been talking from Mixer. I keep thinking, oh, maybe there's something wrong, but like, I keep going over to Mixer and there's nothing. I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, her constantly breaking Mac stuff. Alright, so Macrium is a lot less sensitive, but because Casper crashed, I'm already 99% sure that other drive, that other solid state drive is going bad. That's how I usually test solid states, is I'll try to clone it with Casper, and if it fails, I know that solid state is bad. Okay. While that's cloning, so many computers. Alright, let's do this one. This new case came in. I'm gonna keep this old case right here in the meantime. And good old Apple decided to use a pentalobe on this, which is a 5-sided driver. And it's a 0.8 pentalobe. Nope. Shit. I don't think it's the 1.2. The 1.2 is really large. Huh, it is a 1.2. Well, what do you know, y'all? 1.2 pentalobe. Why this fucking thing? I'm gonna have to get another extension arm because this one keeps jumping up on me now. Good to keep all your screws in the same area. No, nothing in America is free except going to prison. And even then, you gotta spend time there, so... Back right has a short screw. Short screw. Short screw. I guess they're all short screws in this one. Oh, good. Gross. There is a lot of dust in here. Oh my god, he's got a fucking... Oh, I hate Apple! Fuck! He's got a proprietary hard drive. Son of a fucking bitch. It's a MacBook Pro. They used to have regular hard drives. And at some point, they decided to switch over to proprietary drives. Alright, so we're going to do Ultimate Mac serial lookup. Not Ultimate Mac and Cheese. Oh look, there's the KVMs I was looking for. Alright, so this is a mid 2014. I absolutely fucking hate Apple. All the 1 terabytes are terrible. It says it's an NVMe drive. That is not an NVMe connector. It's not PCI Express like it says PCIe Gen 3. That's Mac proprietary, sorry buds. Yeah, no. Hey, what's up, Icezico? Good to see you. Oh, that would be nice if I could use a converter card. How do you get it to stay there? Seems to fit. I have to change my review because I saw. Oh, maybe they're talking about issues that he had. Yeah, the SSD is fucking retarded. Oops, I don't want to write a review, I want to read more reviews. It is still cloning. And it's still cloning, and it is not going anywhere near as fast as I was expecting it to. It actually crashed my first cloning software, which tells me that your original drive is bad. Yeah.
Or be able to get the information. So cloning means you're getting the information.
Cloning is trying to get the data and the programs. Yeah. You don't have many programs on here, but I saw Microsoft Office Home and Student 2019. Do you have that software to reinstall?
No.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm trying to grab your programs also.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can do it tomorrow.
It's probably gonna have to clone overnight because it's taking so long. It's been cloning for about 10 minutes and it's only on 3%.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, on a good drive it would have been done in like 20 minutes. And on a good drive, it would have taken about 20 minutes for the amount of stuff you have.
Well, yeah, there was definitely something going on wrong, but as much as you can get out of it, that would be great. So I guess if I try it tomorrow at this time,
Sounds good.
you'll be here.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, what if you like your hard drives bent? Yeah, the OWCs have like a 25% failure rate from what I've been reading. So is there something similar to it that has better reviews? Sponsored items. I don't think I have any NVMe drives that are 1 terabyte. I have a 512. Which I think is how much he's using. CA3 8D512. Okay, yeah, I do have a 512 meg NVMe drive. Hey, so there's a story about. Okay, so you guys know my fiance Brittany, aka Retro Space Kitty. So her leg, she gets a clot in, and it starts hurting really bad. So I bought her some compression stockings. That will help minimize the risk associated with that, because her dad had a heart attack from that same clot area, and so we're trying to minimize the chance that she's going to wind up in a hospital in an ER with open heart surgery, getting stents and all that other shit. So yeah, I had to get her some compression socks. You guys are jerks. Where is the buy it again? I mean, you clearly saw it. I was like, where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, okay. So these socks right here are the no-show socks, because she likes to wear like regular short socks with flat shoes, the ballet slippers. And I keep telling her feet look like paddles because she wears black with black. And I'm like, yeah, your feet look like paddles. So I got her these socks, and then I had to get her some compression stockings. I thought you were talking about the compression ones, because these I bought like forever ago. Yeah. So anyway, I guess I'll just buy this adapter. That's really nice. God. It's actually like... That's much better than having to buy the stupid expensive ass drive. Please, yeah. Let's get 2 of these bad boys. In case we need another one. Hey. Alright. That... Oh my god, clone failed again. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, since she's coming in tomorrow, read failed, permission failed. Fucking Jamba Juice, man. That is a pretty fucked up internal solid state drive. Let me blow this out real quick. Alright, you can kind of look at this battery and tell that it's starting to swell. I don't know how well you can see this, but if you look off to the side, it's starting to swell up a little bit on these 2 cells and this cell right here. Both of these are swelling now. The reason why I hate removing the MacBook batteries is because they literally glue them in. So they may say they tape them in, but the fact that they're using a fucking adhesive is ridiculous. They could have easily put a millimeter thick plate on the backside and then taped it to the plate so that you could pull it out. Alright, I've got to go in roughly 10 minutes. Usually takes me an hour to remove one of these batteries. Yeah, this one's flatter, this one's swollen, 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 these two are flat. This is acetone, same stuff you use for your nails. Not putting a lot, I'm just putting enough in here to loosen. I haven't put any in these two cells yet either, because they're a little bit different. Now ideally you would have a spooger. This is a medical grade. Well, I wouldn't say it's medical grade, but it is a medical applicator for liquids. Holding it upright so that it doesn't start going the other direction into the keyboard, which is my worst nightmare. You think replacing the battery on these is a pain in the ass, try replacing the whole fucking keyboard. Alright, it's starting to loosen up. You have to go a little bit at a time with these. The acetone is supposed to dissolve away the it's supposed to dissolve away the adhesive. And you really gotta just go slow with it. This is a very thick screwdriver. Hey, what's up, Greg? Just a second. good one.
Yeah, you too.
Of course. Okay. The nightmare continues. Probably have to finish this one tomorrow because it's just gonna take so long to eat this away. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly why we hate doing these batteries, is because they're exposed. Traditionally, you're supposed to take out the whole battery, or the whole top half, but I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. That's why you have to go extremely slow. This is rated difficult on the iFixit website for repairs. In just a second, I'm gonna get something that's a little bit wider than what I'm using. Yes, there's acetone on here. It's falling out the vents in the back, or the front, I mean. Since I don't know where my spooger is, I'm going to use the reverse end of this razor blade handle. This is not very thin, so I'm not worried about it cutting anything, but it does work as a really nice lever. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you bad girl. Or bad boy. Whichever your preference is when you're talking to your electronics. Really like to get all these cells out so that I can chuck the battery before I leave, because I hate having bloated batteries in my shop. Freaks me out. This one's gonna be a little stubborn. Yeah, absolutely take utmost care not to puncture the battery, because as Darkus said, if you puncture it, it will start sparking, and then from sparking it'll start flaming, and it'll start throwing smoke out everywhere. It's not a pretty sight. There's YouTube videos of it. That's how the Note 7 caught fire. That's how some of the old Apple iPhones caught fire. That's how some of the old MacBooks caught fire. Puncturing it is the last thing on the planet you want to deal with. You basically have to just take the whole laptop and chuck it, because there's no way you're going to get the battery out fast enough when it's catching on fire. Which is why I'm using the screwdriver to start prying it, and then I'm using a very wide tipped razor blade handle to try to pry it away, because that more surface area minimizes the chance that you're going to wind up puncturing it. And you'll know when you puncture it, because it's gonna sound like a... It's gonna start hissing at you, essentially, is what it does. Because I've had heat guns that were so hot that they melted the space bar. Just a second. Fuck. Alright. Just a couple more minutes, then I gotta go. I can't stay here any longer. Because they're gonna put my crown in, and if I'm too late, then they're gonna be upset. I don't want to piss off my dentist. Especially before he has to work on my mouth. Hey, what's up, Adam B? I really want this battery out. There it is. There's one. There's two. Seriously, it took the mouse pad cover with it? Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if the 2018s are going to we can't fix them anymore. Good. I don't want to fix this fucking shit for people that don't want to pay for the cost of the repair. Fuck that. Come on, baby, go. Yeah. Can you fix my 2018 MacBook? Nope. Good. Thank God. They're gonna piss off so many people. People don't even know it yet because they haven't started breaking en masse. can't believe the adhesive that they used. They hit more surface area on the fucking batteries than they did on the mouse cover. Seriously, you fucking idiots. That's the flats, that's the opposite side of the razor blade, not the actual razor. Just trying to get it to speed up a little bit, the separation. Because I gotta get out of here. I'm already 5 minutes late. It's a 5-minute drive. It makes me 10 minutes late. But I don't want this battery in my shop. Like, literally. Especially for that reason right there. Once you apply the acetone, the whole fucking battery starts to fall apart. Ugh. Fuck. Alright, let me go throw this away real quick. We've got a battery recycling can outside. It's one of the only ones I've ever seen in this area, but it's really nice. It's nice to have. Alright. Alright, I need to wipe this thing down like ASAP before the acetone gets anywhere it shouldn't be. Absolutely ridiculous that Apple decided to do tape. I mean, you saw how thin that fucking frame was on the mouse pad. They couldn't spend 3 extra cents to lay one of those down for the battery and then to screw that down into the fucking Mac. Like, seriously? Fucking assholes. Alright. Cool. Battery successfully removed. Now then, I'm going to end the stream right there. Tomorrow, when we come back, we will be doing the reinstallation of the battery. That's going to be tomorrow morning. And then we'll do a reinstall on this Lenovo. Hopefully this clone finishes, and I got to call this customer and tell her that her hard drive is dead. My tech that I released did not diagnose it correctly, so I don't know. Alright guys, hey, I appreciate all of you for being here. Nas, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I'm sorry it's a little late. I do watch Louis Rossmann every now and then, but he knows his stuff. I can't argue with that. The way he presents his information, especially to newcomers that are asking questions, I don't always agree with, but I like what he's doing for the cause, which is great. Hey, Salty Red Panda, good to see you again. Also, guys, thank you so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out.